You don't have to worry and don't be afraid. Joy comes in the morning. Troubles, they don't last always. For there's a friend in Jesus who will wipe your tears away. If your heart is broken, simply just lift your hands and say, oh, I know that I can make it. I know that I can stand no matter what may come my way. My life is in your hands. Let me say this. I'm here to encourage Lady Nyca. I did not know such a short, quick competition was going to be so messy. But it's not during the competition, it's always after the competition. Now, let me start off by saying this. I knew that being in the competition was going to stir up a lot of mess with the haters. And just as planned, baby, the haters jumped on it. Now, let me say something about my costume. I did not wear my costume last year. I wore my costume maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I actually posted it on my community page. So, no, I was not in a Halloween competition. I judged the Halloween competition. You all saw that costume because I wore it to a costume party. At no point in time did I wear that costume for a competition. I have many costumes, so but it is what it is. I mean, I was in it. I enjoyed it. Win or lose, it didn't matter. I enjoyed it. It generated buzz, which I knew it was going to. It did exactly what I needed it to do. You had people talking and everything, and I thought it was interesting. Tracy, you're a sad case. You are really sad in life. And I hope you find somebody to really love you and wrap their arms around you and hold you tight because you really, really need something. And yeah, I don't know what to say, but you know, this is why I say there are no friends on YouTube because it's the ones you help and the ones that you propel that will be your worst enemies and do all of this stuff. I'm telling you, I had to block her when I first started because she was so obsessive. And I should have stayed. I should have kept her blocked, to be honest. But you know what? No good deed goes unpunished. But niece, you got to see a shrink. You got to get some help because something is seriously wrong with you. I mean, it's like you're obsessed with me. I really don't talk about you because it's tragic. I have a lot of material to talk about you, but I choose not to because one day you're going to get it together. One day you're going to get it right. But until that time, I really don't have anything to do with you. Um, my dealings with you are extremely limited, and you have shown yourself to be very, very conniving, sneaky, and you're an opportunist. And you're an opportunist. I took your behind home. You and that ashtray. I took both of you home because you didn't even have a car. You told me, so, ooh, Jay Wilson, this is so nice. This is so nice. And the next thing you know, the car was raggedy. I mean, and you didn't even have a car. That's the type of person you are. And anything that can switch you over, you'll do it. And this is why I say there are no friends on YouTube, because she's a prime example of what people will do. And this is why I ignore her. This is why I'm so glad she moved, because I don't want to know where she lives. I don't want to know anything about her. She's a tragic, tragic case. And I just pray to God that you get it together. you on people's panels begging for cash apps, and it's just really sad. That's all I can say. I heard her trying to talk about somebody was transitioning. He loves hair. No ho, you love hair. You the one who had them two pikes of hair that needed five pikes in your hair. You love hair. You love hair, man. And I just think it's really funny because you need men. And let me say this: you can't tell her anything. Sean Bradley dogged her out. Lemon dogging her out. I just don't need to say it anymore. Just pray for her, y'all. Just pray for her. It's just really, really unfortunate. Itsy Bitsy, we were really praying for you. I'm so glad you came on. I have been mentioning you and the situation in Jamaica. So I'm glad that you are with us. We will continue to pray for you all in Jamaica. We understand that St. Elizabeth Parish was hit, all of the island was hit really badly, but St. Elizabeth Parish was hit extremely hard. So we are so happy that you are alive and well. Thank you for checking in with us. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Um, y'all, I'm gonna go get some gas for this car. I'm driving the other car today, so need to put some gas in it. Getting ready to meet some friends for coffee. Then I gotta go somewhere with the other half, so keep me in prayer. Um, Let me see. I'm gonna talk about the Lady Nyca situation because I think it's tragic, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's some other things I'm gonna talk about as well, so I'll be right back. Okay, you all, I'm back. I'm sorry for like I had to actually get some gas. I haven't taken the car out in a while. Okay. So anyway, you all, Lady Nyca did what she needed to do. She did a competition. She had a few people in the competition. Now, again, I got in the competition because it was a few people in there, and I'm like, you know what? Let me get in the competition. It'll be cool. It's unexpected, and usually I don't promise people that I'm going to get in something. I might just show up. I just might show up and do that. You know what I'm saying? So I did, and it was fun. I didn't win. Fine. I mean, the thing is, it's exposure, good or bad, it's exposure. And so I appreciate Lady Nyca for having the competition because A, it started on time. It was nice. It wasn't a whole lot of hoopla. The judges picked the top three, and the people voted on the top three. And that was it. I didn't think anything of it. I came on because, you know, I thought it was cool. And then I had another costume on. So I'm like, I'm going to come on in here and capitalize on it. I appreciate Lady Nyca for allowing me to come up. And then you capitalize on it. I didn't know that it was going to be all of this hoopla over the situation. Now, Lovely Love came on and she said a few things. And then she said she won $80. And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought it would be more, but Lady Nyca said that she just did the best she could and so on and so forth. And $80 was what second place won. Now, I did say that $80 is more than what you have. This is why I don't do competitions. Competitions are not lucrative. Competitions are not lucrative. It's almost like you got to do fundraising for it. You do all of this to give money to somebody else. And how I do competitions, I'm like, this is not gonna work because for every competition that I've done, everybody has gotten something. $80, not $8, $80, $80, 80. So not only do I have the competition, first, second, and third got something, and then I think I gave the other people something. The judges got paid for their time, and then what was left, me and Vivian took the rest of it. We split that in half. Now, again, I know they call me Jay Weasel, which is great. It's endearing. But people who have done my competitions will tell you, we meet after the competition. Everybody gets their money in the presence of everyone. Everyone. So nobody can say, oh, I didn't get it because there are witnesses. So again, the judges get their money. Me and Vivian got our money, and that's it. But competitions are hard. And I'm gonna say this, if Lady Nyca got money through cash apps or those super stickers or whatever they call them now, she deserves it because you're raising money to give away. And so I didn't know that this was going to be such a major issue. And see, I don't blame Nyca for letting other people take care of the money and taking her hands off of it because this will come up. But what I am going to say is, Lady Nyca, do not let these people deter you. People are going to talk good. They're going to talk bad. They're going to do the most. But you keep doing what you're doing because that's your Halloween competition. Everybody is not going to be appreciative. There are a couple of people who are always going to complain. If they win, they're going to complain. If they lose, they're going to complain. It is what it is. Now, a lot of people were saying that vote wasn't correct and all of that. Let me tell you something. People are going to vote the way they want to vote. This is why I don't vote, and this is why I try to get very unbiased people, because in my competitions, I want to make sure that everyone is treated fairly. And we try to make sure there's no bias. It's hard to do that. But I really tell judges, please do not be biased. Look at the person on its merit. These are the criteria that, we're using to judge these people. Judge these people on that. Not how you feel about them. Not how you do all of that. So that's what I tell people. Nyca did a simple competition. It was very quick. It was not long. And even doing a short, quick competition, people still got stuff to say about it. Lady Nyca, hats off to you. Again, thank you for allowing me to come up. Lady Nyca cut it at, I believe, 7:45, which she should have, because nobody ain't going to be sitting there all day waiting for folks. I would have said 8 o'clock, but again, there should be a cutoff. Lady Nyca did that, and I just think she really did a good job. Let me say this to you all, too, about YouTube and this beef sector and stuff. I'm going to say this. You should know the characters by now. You should know the people by now and how these people operate. Things come as no surprise to me. This is why when Ness goes on her rant and tirade, it doesn't even faze me. It doesn't faze me at all. You know why? Because, again, her weakness is insecurity. Her weakness is self-doubt. I knew that from her Halloween costume competition. Here she was winning, but so concerned about Brianna and pizza till she sabotaged her own event. And she's doing the same thing with Nescation. Can I say this, you all? Nescation is whatever. It's I mean, and I'm gonna be honest, Ness looked good at the beginning. She had a nice dress on, she met with talent, she did all of what she needed to do. Then that camera slip was everything, right? After that, okay, and then everybody was excited because the hype was there because people were coming in. So Honest Row was coming in. St. James was coming in. Chocolate Bay was there, right? They ate a few times together. And girl, that's it. Girl, that's it. And it is your occasion. And what you give is what you give. But it's a whole snooze fest. That pumpkin sutra was a hot pumpkin mess. I didn't see Chocolate Bay there. He really dodged the bullet by not going. And I think Brian dodged the bullet by not going, even though it was wrong for him not to go. I would have rather him hung out with Stephanie. Okay? And if Stephanie's page wasn't snatched, he could have really capitalized on this. Because at the end of the day, that whole piece of mess was a snooze fest. And I wish Shaquem was there. Because it's a snooze fest. Honey, Brian would have, girl, I wish Brian would have came. And this is why I really wanted Brian to come, to be honest. This is where, this is why I really wanted Brian to come,
because I thought it would have been really on and popping. Because I know what kind of personality Brian has. Brian with Roe, Brian with Ness, Brian with St. James, Brian with Chocolate Bay. With that, oh, it would have been on and popping. And then with Shakim, but girl, this is it's like, okay, y'all there, y'all eating. All we saw was eating and drinking, drinking and eating. Because it is a snooze fest. And again, you all, no dancing, no girl. And I mean, and here it is now. It's Saturday, so hopefully they do something exciting for today and tonight, because and they had to go on after Nyca, because Nyca would have mopped them to the ground in the ratings. Um, and when you think your people are losers, then you don't really spend the time on them. And then St. James said I took it out of context. Well, I still haven't gotten the context that I was supposed to take it in. But I heard what I heard, and that was not a lie. She said that lady was temporary and she would never have them to meet these losers. I heard it. So what context is it? And see, this is why I don't get mad. Let me say this. You can curse me all you want to. I'm used to it. It don't even faze me. You can say whatever you want to. Skin, whatever, do what you want to. But my thing is this. When I have vacation, you know we had occasion. And the thing that I like about my vacations is nobody comes back with no foolishness. And unfortunately, somebody tried to say that Chocolate Bay was doing some unscrupulous things at my event. That is untrue. That is untrue. Somebody had an issue with Chocolate Bay. Somebody wanted people to fight with that man, and I refused to do it. And again, because I didn't do it, I was moving funny, and we fell out. Now, I'm not going to lie about what happened. Now, if Chocolate Bay was down there to the Labor Day, getting his groove on, y'all would have known about it. Or it would have been leaked way long time ago. But it did not happen. And like I said earlier, Chocolate Bay had his own hotel room. And what he did in his hotel room had nothing to do with me. I don't know. I wasn't spying on the man. And again, that has nothing to do with me. I just keep telling people that because people want to act like there was sex in my house. No, we don't do that. I'm the only person who has sex in my house. Okay? My house is not a pleasure palace den for people. So if I would go with that narrative, if I would go with that lie, then it would have been saying, okay, this is what you advocate, and we don't. And Vivian is not that type of person either. And Chocolate Bay was helping Vivian set up some stuff. Now, what he did in DC ain't none of my business. But I'm not going to sit there and let somebody lie because they got mad because he went to DC and snatched your man without even trying. Yeah, Chocolate Bay may have been a big boy back then and there, but that big boy was snatching folk. And it made somebody who was skinny with no back teeth real mad. And they still mad about it. And they'll come and say, well, I don't have no problem. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And that's why you bring it up. And that's why y'all try to perpetuate that lie. And I'm not going to lie on that, man. So, but what I am going to say is it's a snooze fest. It's a snooze fest. No one is jealous. I promise you, I'm not jealous. I'm going to also say this. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You can't sit here and talk about stuff. Even the homecoming that I went to, homecoming was just for really me, and I was bringing y'all into homecoming. It was no homecommunication. That was just I went to homecoming. But y'all talked about it, right? Did I get upset about it? Absolutely not. Did I curse anybody out over it? Absolutely not. But what you're not going to do is tell me what I can and cannot talk about. And so I am talking about the event, plain and simple. And when folk get mad, don't do nothing for me. I just know what I'm doing is working. And please do not misconstrue me cursing you out as getting angry. Me cursing you out is a way of getting the algorithm to move. Because, baby, I'm not emotionally tied to you all again. I'm emotionally tied to that money that comes in on the 21st. I don't come here for friendship. I don't come here for all of that foolery. Y'all do that. I don't. I don't have no besties on here. I have business on here. I keep it business. Some people I don't ever want to meet because I wouldn't even want to meet them in person. I met Ro because it was good. Ro is a person who I would work with. And again, he's a fellow Spartan. So I'm going to talk to Ro. But even with that, people will turn on you. And I'm just realistic about it. I know I'm hated by people. Oh, Lord, when I was in that competition, ooh, the girls talked everything, but baby, that don't bother me. That means I'm doing my job. That means that I am doing what I'm supposed to do. And so what I'm trying to say, Lady Nyca, is do what you're supposed to do. Stop taking these people seriously. People are always going to have something to say. Either they like you, Lady Nyca, or they don't. That's it. Know that hate money spend just like love money. They do not ask you down there at the Nordstroms, oh, we can't take this dollar because this is a hate dollar. No, it's a dollar. And so all I'm saying is, Lady Nyca, do what you got to do. Shake this off. It ain't that serious. You have done it. Let me say this, Lady Nyca. They've been calling me Jay Weasel for a long time. But my record speaks for itself because I don't weasel people. If I don't do something, folk get their money back. I ain't never heard somebody say, well, we went and I didn't enjoy myself. Or we went and I know, never. Never. And that's what they want to do, Lady Nyca, is to get you frustrated, to get you very off your game. And you can't let them do that, Lady Nyca. That is your Halloween costume party competition. And you should continue to do it. Those who are going to be in it is going to be in it. You know how lovely love is. You know what I'm saying? You know her spirit. I'm going to tell you what, if she wouldn't have won a place, baby, it would have been on and popping. Learn how to be a graceful person in the midst of loss. Some people don't know how to do that. Let me say this. Even if you don't think the competition was fair, be graceful. Be graceful. Be graceful. And move on. Who is old dude? Pastor, you do realize old dude is using a filter. It slipped up and started recording without the filter and then returned a few seconds later. Ness is very hard. Let me say this with Ness, y'all. I really don't have a problem with Ness. I don't have a problem with nobody on here. I don't even have a problem with Tracy. I just think that these people get upset over things, and I'm like, okay. All I'm going to say is under promise and over deliver. I think a lot of people do over promising and under delivering, and I think that's the biggest thing. Now, I don't know when the party bus is supposed to be coming around. Maybe that's tonight. Okay, but I ain't seen no party nor a bus. But we gonna see. And everybody can be critical. People were. Can I ask y'all a question? And please be honest with me. Were people critical of the cruise? Were they giving their opinions and their comments on the cruise? Were they not critical? I mean, yes or no? Were they critical? Did they say some things about the cruise? And how did I react? And I want you all to tell me the honest truth. Now, you ain't gonna hurt my feelings, but were people critical of the cruise? And how did I react? Judge Sheila said very much so. Okay, and how did I react? Okay, all right, Gen X. Very opinionated about the cruise. Girl, it was a cheap cruise. It was everything, baby. It was everything. I was in the library. What else? Girl, they said I was stealing money. What else? I mean, and all I'm saying is everybody is critical. Everybody was critical. But you didn't see me cussing people out. Now, I may have responded, but you didn't see me cussing people out. It comes with the territory. And the thing is, for the mere fact that they were watching, that's all that really mattered to me. And then when we left the cruise, none of my folk was acting crazy. It was the other folk with all of this stuff came out, the MU and Teresa thing. Honey, that, woo. But with us, we ain't have all that foolishness. All I'm saying, you all, is I'm used to it. People do not like feedback. Folk get pissed off, but yet they can give feedback and no one is supposed to do anything. And it's really not a lick back. Everybody gets it. Every cruise, everybody gets it. And I'm not saying that nescation is a bad thing. It's just uneventful right now. I heard Rennie TV when she was on the panel, I believe, and she said that's my business. So I did see a little bit of her, um, and Rennie shared something with me, which I won't share with you all, but just keep her in your prayers. That's all. Keep her in your prayers. Keep her in your prayers, and that's all I can say. But at the end of the day, you all, it is no big whoop. We come on these YouTube things to entertain people. Um, you know, I think that you have to be very careful what you share. That's why I was looking at Lolo like, girl, you sharing too much. Maybe these people have your mama all hemmed up, all hemmed up. You got to be careful what you share. Because I think folks share a little too much. Personally. But hey, you can't tell people how to run their platforms. I don't, but you can always give suggestions. And a lot of this stuff we don't went through, so we don't want other people to go through. Period. So, and if Rennie and Envy are happy, then let them be happy. Now I'm gonna say this: somebody's gonna try to make them unhappy because that's the beef sector way. Not everybody, but what I'm saying is that's their way. That's what they do. Y'all know it. Mm. Oh, that's good. Um. So again, y'all, Nestation. I saw them when they were at the Pumpkin Sutra. And I heard she said some more stuff about people um, and it's just a bunch of talking. Um, it's a lot going on. And then they tried to say I was streaming that lady. I ain't streaming her. I'm looking at what they're doing and giving my honest God opinion on what they were doing, which was really nothing. So hopefully it picks up today. Um, I truly believe that if Brian was there, it would be on point. If Shakim was there, it would have been on point. Nothing they have done looks fun. All we saw is people eat and drink, drink and eat, drink and eat. You know, no dancing, no going out, you know, no really meaningful activities and stuff. So that's uneventful to me. Um, and again, people have so much to say about other people's events. But when it comes to their event, they get very sensitive about it. But it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I told look. If you wanted to see Norfolk State, you saw it. We hung out with Honest Roll. Me and Honest Roll had a little kiki laugh. That's it. You know, it was good. Unfortunately, we didn't get to meet at the football game. Let me tell y'all something. It was 47,500 people at that football game, not even counting the tailgaters. So it had to be at least about 55,000 people on that campus. Yeah, it was people that I hadn't even seen, and they were on Facebook, and I'm like, oh, I didn't see you. So it was a lot, but yeah. So you know, but we had a good time. I just think that people overpromise and underdeliver. I mean, you know, I'm dancing, I'm having a good time. Whether you like it or not, whether you think it's appropriate or not, it doesn't bother me. I give you what I give you, and you enjoy it or not. But people were critical, and I didn't lose no sleep over it. I just kept it moving. But I'm gonna say this, child, the best part of Nestcation so far was at the beginning, that camera slip with Talent. And that was it. That was it. Girl, that was it. I mean, Ro came on. Every individual giving their assessment was good, but that was it. What's going on with Reed? Is she okay? But yeah, y'all. So it's just been interesting. It's just been slow. That's all. And again, Lady Nyca, and this is the thing. This is why I know it's slow in the beef sector right now, because Lady Nyca throws a competition that is very, very, very slow. I mean, fast rather, quick, to the point, boom, boom, boom. And it's more focused on that than the case. So, well, whether it was talent or not, it really doesn't matter. It caused a stir. It caused buzz, and people were talking about it. I mean, because that was interesting. It's nothing else that's been interesting. I mean, to me, to y'all, that might be interesting. And seeing Wednesday Walmart women getting a fannies tap may have been alluring to you, but it was I. No tea, no shade. Stephen, where are you? And like I said, I wish Brian would have. And let me tell y'all something. Brian has been really hanging low, which he should, because you fried them people like that money and then show up, which we knew was gonna happen. But it is what it is. So we saw that. What else is big right now? Oh, Kilo Low getting cut. That's gonna be interesting. So, yeah, I heard she went live without that filter. I mean, why have a filter? I don't know. Some people do. It is what it is. If that's what people need, that's what people need. It is what it is. What else has happened, y'all? I think the biggest thing too is people were happy to see Envy and RNY TV, and I hope they're having a great time. Now, somebody said RNY TV and Envy was doing their thing. I don't know if they were doing their thing. They grown people. They grown people. Girl, but this is the thing. It ain't really good commentary because it ain't been nothing good that they've been doing. I mean, St. James was on the couch. Now I'm gonna give him that room was fire with the little fireplace. Okay, that was cute. I mean, but all they've been doing is sitting and eating and drinking and eating and sitting. I mean, it's like, okay, y'all gonna go on a roller coaster? Are y'all gonna go to the beach? I mean, I would have, baby, I would have been like, oh, ooh, they went to the mall and somebody bought some shoes. I mean, I would have been like, girl, do something. Girl, it's like watching paint dry. And then I'm gonna tell you what, the most interesting part of Nescation is her cussing me out. That has been the most interesting part of Nescation, is her response to the people's feedback about Nescation. And I have found that to be more interesting than Nescation. And Brianna wrapped it up. Don't let Jay Wilson be the star of Nescation. Brianna said F. Jay Wilson. And that's exactly what you should do. Because at the end of the day, I shouldn't matter. You should go on and do your cation, boo-boo. You know what the beef sack to give. And I mean, Brianna, I don't take offense to that. You're right. Girl, go to the skating rink. Go somewhere. And this is the thing. They'll sit there and say, "Ooh, y'all was eating out of styrofoam and everything," but we were supporting Black businesses. We came. Look, can I say we came with a purpose? I said we are going to support Black businesses in everything we do. I don't care if it was a fancy restaurant or a hole in the wall. We were going to support Black businesses, down to the security, down to the pastry chef, down to the masseuse, down to the realtor. We supported Black businesses. And then we had people give commentary about the businesses. I mean, King Jobs was big then, and he came to the Labor Day event and made some money. Okay? And made some coin. Everybody was winning. Everybody was winning. Nobody paid for nobody paid for their meal. Nobody had to pay for their drink. As long as we had a function that I had to be involved with, nobody paid for anything. Period. The cruise, they had credits, they had unlimited drinks. We did all of that stuff on that cruise. So my thing is, you know, it is what it is. You did fraud people. And I don't give a damn what you say, Brian. You did. You did. You took people's money under false pretenses, saying that you were getting ready to go to Seattle, knowing good and damn well you weren't going. And now you're coming up here and saying that you were scared that Ness was going to punk you. Well, girl, given what they're doing now, you would have. Now, I'm going to say this, baby. I wish you would have gone to Seattle. I wish you would have gone to Seattle, but you're not going to sit up here and tell us that you told those people that you was going to get your plane ticket and all of that, and you didn't go. So don't come up here and try to act like that. You did some shitty stuff, and you're getting called out on it now. That's all. And like we said, whether you go to Seattle or not, we still gonna talk about it. So that's all I'm gonna say. You did some fraud. You told them girls that yes, and then gonna try to smooth it out, talking about some people love me. So whether I'm going or not, I'm like, no, baby. And then that's collected money for you. Because she thought you was coming to Seattle at one point in time. So don't try to sit up here and act innocent like you didn't. Because you did. I mean, do you all think Brian frauded people, or do you all not think Brian frauded people, and why? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to see it in a different light. But if I tell people I'm going to Las Vegas and I need a little spending money for the table and a little food money, but then I go and buy a new car, folk gonna look at me like I didn't allocate that money. Bridgenet said, I think Brian has definitely defrauded folk. He could never, ever speak about others. I mean, is it me? Because if I'm seeing it wrong, help me. Because I am not beyond reproach. Am I seeing it wrong? Because when you tell people that you are getting money for the plane ticket and all of that stuff, and then you don't show up, misallocation of funds. Okay. Okay. I'm just listening to y'all. No, Brian is in Texas. Brian ain't never been to Seattle. Brian was always in Texas. Nobody ain't driving. Brian, really, people don't care. I just think that it is what it is. It is what it is, Brian. I mean, you did what you did. You did your big one. But tell the people to drop their cash apps down and I'll give them a full refund. I did go to Seattle. Did you send the picture? LOL, Ness didn't collect jack-ish for me. Whatever, Brian. Whatever. Whatever. It doesn't even matter anymore. He frauded us twice, driving around downtown Houston, talking about being on his way to Seattle and the money thing. See, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. And let me say this, and I think a lot of you all made good sense. You can show everybody in the hospital. You can show everybody the IVs, the oxygen in your nose. You can show everybody all of that. But then with Seattle, it's something different. I mean, I was in Virginia. People knew I was in Virginia. Video, Yeah, they knew. So anyway, ain't nobody got time for that. If he wasn't going, he should have never taken the money. God don't like ugly. He showed. Mm-hmm. You can go back to the bushes. I think that's the best place for you to go back to. Because right now, honey, your name is Mud. He thought Ness was going to punk him. The man who nobody ain't going to touch me because I'll whoop somebody up. I mean, what he going to beat Lemon's ass? Now he afraid that Ness going to punk him? Okay. Yeah. Interesting. And the sad part about it, I knew he wasn't going either. But when he said he was there, I said, oh, so you in Seattle already? And then the people like, well, you there 2 weeks before child? I'm like, yes, Lord. Whatever, Brian, it is what it is. I told you from jump, if you go, we're going to talk about it. If you don't go, we're going to talk about it. You didn't go, so we're talking about it. And again, you know, you can say that you didn't defraud the folk, but you said you were getting a ticket and all of this stuff. I mean, that's what you were saying. Then you was getting mad at people when we were actually saying what was inexpensive and stuff. I mean, that's what you were saying. Now all of a sudden you pissed off and everything, but again, it is what it is. Apparently you needed the money collected under false pretenses. You keep that money. Be blessed. Ebony, that's how I feel right now, girl. Keep the money. Nobody don't want the refund. You needed it, so we don't want to hear that you had to go to McDonald's and get some tissue paper to wipe your butt. Girl, we don't want to hear that no more. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm with you, Ebony. Girl, keep it. Girl, a lot of people like, whatever, Brian. Okay. They fundraise for you. Great. So wait, Brian scammed people for vacation and y'all surprised. I'm not, but it is what it is. That's why I don't give shit no more. With all that going on. Fridge that I don't play that kind of stuff. Brian, yeah, you do what you gotta do. I tell you what though, people see you in a whole different light. And this is the thing. Usually Brian tells the truth. But yeah. Yep. But like I said, it is what it is. I'm glad you got your supporters and keep doing what you got to do. Yeah, I mean, it's her trip. They said she. No, I didn't even go there. No offense, but it's people on here. I will never give money. Yeah, Libra, because they lie. They gooping girls, honey. They gooping girls out their money. This is the third time Brian shit on people. Always, always, and be the first to cuss you out. Always, always. And this is why that window got busted out. Now we can understand fully why people windows get busted out, because they do stuff like this. And people get to the limit and they say, that's it. I heard that RNY TV went to go visit Envy. I don't know nothing about no hooking up. Now, I'm going to say this. You got to be very, very careful with people. Hold on, y'all. Let me put my banner up. Give me a minute.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
I'm here. I can hear you.
Hello. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on for a minute. Hold on.
Shit.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hold up. I'm trying to connect to this Wi-Fi right quick. I'm trying to figure out where do you get somebody. Hold on.
Yeah, Pat Catherine, I heard it's been very interesting. I don't know what Brian is doing right now. I guess he getting it together. They say that when talent picture. Hold on for a minute, y'all.
Okay, now this
Hello?
should be okay. Can you hear me better now?
I can hear you.
Now, Jay Wilson, listen, why are you sitting up here saying that I defrauded the people out of their money? I'm clearly asking the people if you donated. And now, this is only to the people who donated because the ones who ain't donated shouldn't be saying a goddamn thing. So, to the people that donated to me, drop your I said this yesterday. Drop your cash app down, bitch. And to the people in the audience, don't worry about if I need to keep it or if I can afford a refund or whatever, bitch. If you ain't donated, shut up, bitch. But to the people that donated, drop your cash app down in the chat. Come up here while I'm up here. Send me a request via Cash App, and I will give you your money back. Okay, my people fundraiser for me, and I'm gonna throw another shindig maybe in a couple of weeks. Yes, we will be having another fundraiser. Brian and the Psychos. Yes, we will be having us another fundraiser. Nah, I ain't defrauded a goddamn thing. And the people will continue to donate to your favorite nigga. Bitch, are y'all stupid? Brian and his psychos, baby. Now let's get up out of here, baby. We will be throwing us another fundraiser. I ain't defrauded a goddamn person. If the people want their cash out back, drop it in the goddamn chat. Bring your ass up here or either send me a request. I ain't defrauded a motherfucking person, baby. And my people gonna continue to keep giving to your favorite nigga, bitch. Are you stupid? Now, Jay Wilson, you have you a beautiful day. You can be mad, bitch. I don't give a fuck, bitch.
I'm not
Bitch,
mad. I'm
stay
not
mad,
mad. Why
hoe.
am I gonna be mad at
Cause
somebody
you
who's
show
fraud?
act, baby, you show act like you
Whatever, baby.
upset.
Okay, did you
Calling
finish? Did you
people
get what
fraud.
you needed to get out? Did you get what you need to get out?
I
Are you
did not.
finished? Are you
Listen to what
done?
I'm listen to what I'm asking you.
We've
I did
listened.
not I did not come up here to argue with you.
I'm
You
not
call it
going to argue with you.
okay, listen, please, sir. You calling me a fraud and a scammer, and I'm giving these people opportunities in your chat to drop
Well,
their
why even
cash
have
app
to do
down.
it? Why would you even have to do it if you would have did
How am
what you
I a
would have done
fraud
in
if
the
y'all don't
first
want your
place?
money back?
Shut
Excuse me.
up. Okay.
Well, no, I'm
Whatever.
asking you a question. How am I a fraud if you don't want your money back? Please explain that to me. No, you're not. No, no, thank you. And child, hello. Okay.
All right,
So
Brian,
you
are you
have a good,
done?
beautiful
Are you
day.
finished? Thank
Merry
you. You have a great
Christmas.
one too.
Merry
Thank you. We
Christmas.
appreciate you. You ain't got time for that foolishness. Again, this is what we have to deal with. Y'all see that? I'm not gonna even argue. You don't even see it. If you got to give people their money back, you weren't going in the first place. That's the whole thing. You weren't going in the first place. Now people are talking about it. If you want your money back, it shouldn't even be a if. Just give people their money back. It shouldn't be no if. This is what we're talking about. This is the foolishness. This is the foolishness. This is the foolishness right here. If you did it right, you wouldn't have to do it. This foolishness, and nobody don't really got time for it. Fraud,
Fraud. You took those people's money under false pretenses, and it is what it is. It's fraudulent. Try to come up here and justify stuff. And it's not really worth arguing about because again, everybody's a B. Everybody is this and the third and this and the third and the third and the third. But the thing is, you took them folk money. And if you didn't give to me, because we saw what you did last time. Hmm. I'm reading y'all comments. I mean, to the point now, who you need to really be talking to is Sir King. I mean, 'cause Sir King think you should go to jail. Sir King think the people should call the laws on you. I ain't to that point. I just tell people to observe and look and govern yourselves accordingly. And all he's doing is coming over here to stir it up. And I'm not trolling. And the thing is, I'm not mad because you fraudulent. Why am I mad? I mean, it's a disappointment that you think that this is okay. Child, bro. Girl, these girls are not well. They need rent money. Girl, they need car payment money. I hope they got their settlement. But it's what people do. It's what people do, baby. So I'm gonna let the people do what they need to do. Well, look, y'all, I'm gonna be back. I'm getting ready to head out. I'll be back around about 12. Brian, we really don't care. I don't think it's funny. I think it's really sad. And I was like, I hope he really goes to Seattle. I said, I really hope he goes to Seattle because you fundraised for this trip. And it's like, yeah. So it is what it is. I'm not upset, Brian. I mean, for what? Because you took people's money? Why am I going to be upset about that? And the thing is, the trolling doesn't make it any better. And I knew he was coming up to troll. I mean, it's predictable. But you did defraud those people. You obtained that money uh, under false pretenses. And that's it. And you can throw another fundraiser, Brian. We really don't care. Because what you've done right now is all I need to know. Mm-hmm. So you go right ahead and throw one, Brian. Who cares? And really not mad. I mean, it's like disappointed that you would think somebody who always talking about Jehovah and how Jehovah healed him and all of this stuff and then have a nerve to take folk money just and lie about it. And whether you went to Seattle or not, that's not a big. Can I say this? So say if you were really in Seattle, But people gave you money because of nescation. And that's the thing. And that's why they were coming, because of nescation. And so you didn't show. You defrauded the people. And that's simple as that, Brian. And maybe because there's a disconnect with you and you don't have that. Yeah, because it's a disconnect. Baby, it's not on me. It's not on me. Because again, if I say I'm going somewhere, I'm gonna go. And when I don't have to ask people if, yeah, give money back. It's a fraud. It's fraud. It's fraudulent. It's fraudulent. And Brian, let me tell you something. People don't even care about the money now because they just see who you are. They really don't care. I'm like Ebony. No, you go ahead and keep that because you seem like you really need it. You go ahead and keep that. We see who you are. Go ahead and keep that, and continue to have fundraisers. Continue to have those fundraisers. First of all, if you did what you said you was going to do, no one would have to drop a cash app. I never told people I was going to meet and ask or give money, so that's not the key. It's not the key reason right there. I think you missed the whole point. It's sad. It's a disconnect, but this is what we deal with. Very much a disconnect, y'all. Well, I don't know if he got up, baby. I don't. You know what? It's to the point now where you just really don't even care because you don't know when the nigga lying. You don't know when he telling the truth. You just don't know. You just don't know. So anyway, I have to go. I will be back, and because I have to meet some friends for brunch, and then go play some racquetball. I'll be back around about 12:30. But yeah, nobody look. Brian is trolling. That's what he needs to do. Before the year ends, something else gonna be wrong. It's gonna be a hospital visit somewhere, or something gonna happen. And then the niggas gonna look at you like this. Shish Trish, don't even argue. It's not even worth the argument. It's not even worth the argument because it is what it is. He frauded the people that money. Now he talking about something. Drop the cash app. Drop the link. If you would have done the right thing, no one would have had to drop the link in the first place. And I just think people are just saying, just keep the money, boo. If you need it that bad, keep it. Girl, they said if you need the money that bad, just keep it, honey. Just keep it. If you need it that bad, just keep it. Because the money already done got spent. Girl, the money already gone. Okay, it's the first of the month, girl. It's the money already gone. It's the first of the month. Y'all know it is. But anyway, let me go. I got things to do, people to see. I'll be back later on. Oh, yes, I will. So I'll talk to y'all around about like 12:30-ish. Bye.